Hello there YouTube, this is Sibbles and Bits back at it again with another Inkbound Daily. Today is the solo daily for April 12th, and today we will be playing Magma Miner with Blades of Brigid, going from Proving Grounds into Promenade, and up against Argoloth. A relatively tamer set of modifiers that we have here today. Start with 3 tiny Heartstones, that gives us like a ton of sets right off the bat, and the ability to heal, assuming that they still do the same thing, which is great. Bomb Bits and Little Lust during Guardians and Villains is kind of a big deal, but as Magma Miner with our increased damage on Leap, we should hopefully be able to take care of that issue. Mega 1 Will Reserve is definitely a big deal, especially for Magma Miner. We're going to want to definitely look at some good AoE skills in order to utilize gaining heat as fast as possible. Of course, Incendiary is not one such AoE skill, so the fact that we have Blaze of Brigid is honestly a little bit yikes, but we'll have to deal with it. Alright. We're going to try and not make the same mistake that we did last time with Magma Miner. Notably, we no longer get shielding from our heat. After doing analysis after our last loss with Magma Miner, I was basically looking at, okay, so like how did I have to handle this Giannis fight? And then after that, I looked at, okay, if I was old Magma Miner, like how much of not a problem would this be? And it really would not have been a problem. I would say we've lost somewhere around 30 to 50% of our damage overall through heat. I am, again, for those of you who are new to either the game, since it's at 1.0, or new to the series, before, what heat used to do is essentially give us attack binding multiplier of like 10% per heat, but it wouldn't leave at 10, and every 5 and 10 stacks we would get 1 shielding. So you could either purposefully break it by using a non-damaging skill, which is another function of it, in order to just keep gaining shielding, or you could stay at 10 stacks, in which case you're doing double damage as soon as you get to 10 stacks. Now, obviously, I haven't interfaced with all of the new vestiges. I haven't interfaced with all of the new augments. There very well could be like some balance in there. But overall, heat's a lot easier to use since we can use non-attack bindings in order to buff up ourselves. Right, we get full access to Blink, which is a great skill. Quicken is on the table. You can use After Image to gain crit. All those sorts of things are now available to us. Invigorate for your big payout attack. You can double the double for 4 times damage. Pretty freaking good, honestly. The only problem is that, again, we no longer ramp up our damage through the turn. I don't have the maths for it, so it's definitely not happening this week, but I definitely wanted to do a sit-down Saturday explaining, like, how much damage that we lost, and like when we, like, it doesn't matter that much and when it's significant. But it's also like, as far as the game is concerned, like, it's 1.0. Like, most people don't care, so that's also a reason why I haven't really, like, I'm going to go through the math myself so that I can see for sure, like, augments and all that stuff again, and like exactly how much damage we lost instead of just doing some, like, napkin math. But yeah, I'd say that on average we lost a lot with Magma Miner, but gained the ability to pretty much build however we wanted. But from my understanding is that now the character wants vestiges much more than they did before, which they were probably one of the characters that needed vestiges the most before. Besides a couple of like standout augments that are like much better than what you can find on other classes. But those are towards the end game, and you need to survive towards end game. Thankfully, Tiny Hearts are going to help us with that. Okay, hopefully that's enough explaining there. We get access to 1 Warden, which is good. We get access to some Vigorous, which is also good. It allows us to trade a little bit better. And we start with 2 Molten. So notably, we could potentially cap out our Molten, but I don't think that's going to happen here, especially like this. So we may... I think we're going to reroll here. None of these are good turn 1s. Outlawed works, notable for burn, but not very good otherwise. Misting Bells is great defense. We get the 1 Bastion, which is 1 shielding per turn, and then on collecting an orb, gain 1 shield. Honestly, like, Bastion's such a good set, honestly. Especially now that we don't have Blink shielding like we used to on Magma Miner. Most other classes have easy access to Blink shielding. Shield 1, Shield 2. Damage in the game has certainly gone up, especially in Book 2, but it's still good to be able to, like, trade a little bit, especially because stuff like Cloak of the Conspirator, if you block all the damage through shield, it still activates. And just maintaining your health levels for as much as possible in dailies and out. But yeah, pretty good here. And the other thing that I really like about Bastion as a set is that all of the, like, vestiges also have, like, conditional shielding. So they're technically 2 shielding per turn if you can do it, but you don't usually want to double grind a Bastion set because, again, it's like you're collecting an orb every turn. So you're getting the inventory slot, mind you, but otherwise it's not... I hope that makes sense. You're not really gaining anything besides the inventory slot. And the ability to gain shield is a hook that allows you to leverage other vestiges in this game, right? It's a effect that can cause other effects. And those are the sorts of things that you're looking for when you're trying to build an engine in this game. Which, again, is another huge thing that Magma Miner lost when we lost our Plink shielding. But this doesn't help our turn 1, unfortunately, so I think we're still going to reroll again. And I guess we're going to take some Liar's Dice, because we might as well have a chance to gain some damage than no chance to gain no damage. And we might be able to get Treasure Hunter 2 here and actually gain some permanent scaling, which would definitely help us out. God, it's really hard for me not to take that Efficient Leap. Especially now that I'm looking at a lot of other, like, augments, and most augments are... It's weird. Some of them are 25% increased efficiency. This one is, like, around 50%. And Leaping Strike is generally, like, the thing that we want to do anyways, because it's our largest AoE, lowest cooldown. It's a great way for us to gain heat stacks. And, again, it being buffed by 85, which I just completely glanced over when I was talking about how much damage Magma Miner lost. We do have better upfront damage, but the fact that we don't scale damage through the turn generally means that we lost a whole lot. Personally, like, obviously, I'm just a playtester, not a dev. I think that either Smash, well, I think both, Smash needs to go up to like 350, maybe 375 is personally where I'd like to see it, because then that's a good button. And as a single target attack, this should not get outscaled by Weaver's, like, Strangle ability. And on top of that, I think that if you have, whenever you reach 10 heat, you also, sorry, you gain a critical charge on Smash, period. Not like random skill, straight up Smash. Make this your payout skill, and all of a sudden, with the double 375, like, that is a damn good button at that point. And it sort of, like, helps you feel like you're actually, like, paying out a skill. I'd be willing to settle with like 275 or 300 on this, but the skill has to feel good without having, like, the effect in place, if that makes any sense. Because obviously, and under most circumstances, Smash is going to be your payout with heat. Anyways, just spent more time explaining. Yeah, efficient leap's going to help our turn 1 a lot. Oh, okay, that was late. I was like, am I able to grab 2? Have I been dogging myself this whole time? Okay, take 2 tarnish vaults. Oh, I see. I see. The servers are on fire. Okay. That should be fine. Barricade Blotter is very annoying. We can just smash him, then leap you guys. I'm not sure that that's good. You guys would take double the damage, because at that point you're going to take 120, and then you would have 60 HP left. I could gamble on the 50-50 Mercurial Elixir. That still wouldn't quite do it, but, well, can I get the 2 of you in a... No. I cannot. Okay. That's good to know. The 50-50, of course, would be we smash, we leap on these guys for 120, take the Mercurial, 50% chance that it's going to hit Leaping Strike. If it does, we in it now, boys. Otherwise, if it doesn't, then we probably just smash another enemy and just have that be our life. Also, it would have been swell if we would have gained this 30 Omni damage, because that literally would have solved this turn. So, I mean, you take a 33% chance, I guess. Huh. We should be able to get our HP back, so we're not really going to lose anything there. So, do we use the Mercurial at all? I don't think so. It's just... Excuse me. Requires target. I am giving you a target. Thank you. Yeah, that's not going to happen. And in fact, we're actually going to take... Oh, we restore 1 HP. We're fine. We're fine. It's possible if we didn't have Unwilling in effect, we would have been able to do that turn. But... yeah, there's not really much else that I can... I can't really complain, I guess is what I should say. Like, that was still pretty good. Thank you. This is honestly going to be a little bit suffer if... Holy Lord! Is Florid of Amulet of Floral actually going to pop off? I'm not sure that it is. We could go Indifferent. We could double grind this. We're not really going to gain Blur. That was a possibility. We have the ability to gain Blur on turn 1, which could stack, like, pretty freaking good with this, honestly. Especially versus Argoloth. That could have been our tentacle solution. I'm actually quite interested in the Haunted set. I'm not sure if it's correct here, though. We definitely need more damage. Like, we have Molten, so every time that we hit something, we get bonus damage versus it, and then we eventually get more bonus damage. Like, it's okay. I think that we're going to take Floral and see what happens. Here... Actually, is this Shield Wall? This honestly might be Shield Wall. Warden, Vigorous, we're going up against Argoloth. It's really weird, but I think we can do this. Huh. And what exactly does this say? Attack binding damage, so it shouldn't affect our spiked. The only problem that I have with our build right now is that we're kind of stuck with Burnful Gauntlets. I think I'm actually good with that. A Vengeful Infusion. Okay, this is like the weirdest Giannis solution that I've probably ever seen. We are most definitely using Quickened Leap. Smoldering Bonk is notable, because then that allows us to get rid of Burnital Gauntlets. Makes us want to bonk though, which is a little bit weird considering the fact that we have Unwillful in play. But what Quickened Leap does is now whenever we pick up an orb, we can Leap Orb Leap, which is an insane amount of damage. Like, we're starting to get to like Weaver levels of damage with that. Which is why, like, when I saw that this thing got buffed to 85, I was like, what? I thought that this thing wasn't going to exist anymore, to be perfectly honest with you. It's definitely a no-brainer, though. And then we would like a very good, like... I think that we don't skip Scorching Bonk, but Shielding Leap with Quickened Leap is like bread and butter Magma Miner as far as like last patch is concerned, and now that it does more damage, I feel like you want to do that more, especially since we got Amulet of Floral. I would definitely consider that if you guys are following this seed. Like, that is a very good setup. That is a damn good setup. And then you don't need Shield Wall anymore, so then you could have afforded to get Incendiary. But, I don't know, do I go with that, or do I just take Scorching Bonk to make sure that I have access to Burn? Because even this this Burn Prolif is, like, pretty good. Oh, but that's also part of 6? Holy lord, that's actually pretty good. They really roided that one up. I think I have to take Shielding Leap. And now if we can get access to more orbs or some sort of like cooldown reduction in turn or free uses, that's what we're looking for right now. If we get, like, another good thing is that we've completely maxed out Leaping Strikes, so when we get our purples at the end of the book, it's likely going to hit Bonk. Smash, I don't care. Shield Wall might have a good purple, I'm really not sure, but definitely Bonk for sure. Uncommon Augment would allow us to get Smoldering Bonk again. We really don't have the room for the Tarnished Vault anyways, or the Superior Vault. And us up-tiering to a fricking blue, I'm quite happy with where we're at. Yes. Just wondering if Magic Pixel wanted to come out to play. So this will get rid of the Barricade Blotter. And then I almost honestly want to use this. We're going to full block. Everything's going to hit themselves. It's not really going to do anything spectacular. Whenever you hit an enemy. Actually, that's an important distinction. Does that count as hitting? Yeah, we could be cooking with gas here. Okay. No. My heat is the same. But I did get Amulet of Floral Transposition. It looks like we have multiple of them for some reason. Yeah. We doubled. Wait, did we double? This is dealing 120 now. So we doubled to 240 and then doubled again. Is that supposed to happen? because we have... you probably know what it is. It's probably plus 100% attack, next attack binding. So the fact that that's additive is like kind of huge. Right, because then this would be plus 300%, which is 4 times. Okay. Unless... Okay, that's got to be an F8. Time to find out what this really means then. The game certainly thinks that I'm doing some freaking damage here. Does magic pixel... Oh, I saw it. The worst thing is when you see it. You guys are going to spin, then you're going to burn. We're perfectly fine with that. We'll pick up this power orb now. That's a crit. Okay, new plan. Server. Okay, I definitely wanted to wait there. Might actually be a little bit in trouble here. Or am I? Nah, I'm fine. I'm definitely concerned about how we're going to kill this Wrinkling up here. End turn game? Thank you. Like, we may honestly need to use Shield Wall for ourselves here. Thank God Liar's Dice also procced. Thank you very much. Huh. Still not able to kill that blotter in one hit. That is most unfortunate. I think we're going to lose a turn here. I don't know how we get out of this. Actually, you know what? We probably should have gotten this guy up here. We could have used this Vengeful Infusion here. That would have been... Let's see. 13 times plus 30%. It wouldn't quite kill you. Yeah, we needed to do this. Let's go ahead and pick up this power orb. Jump over here now. I didn't actually hit you, excuse me? Did I leap to a different location because I moved my mouse up here? If so, I've got to be really freaking careful, because that honestly may have just cost me... not my life, but certainly is not enjoyable for me right now. Guess what we're going to do is something like this. Keep you guys here. I really don't want to use this Vengeful. We don't need to. We can maybe kill you guys next turn. We cannot kill you guys next turn? Okay, this is bad. We can actually take this damage. Vigor's gonna be fine. We lost 2 turns there. That was horrific. Could have swore I left on the bottom guy. I'll be honest, these Burnital Gauntlets don't look like a bad idea. I could also see Rosy Thorn with how we're currently going versus Argoloth. Gain some more spikes, lose half of our stacks, plus spike damage. Interesting. Let's take a look over here. Come on, man. I kept telling them, they just need to make this damage per stack of heat and like turn it into a blue or a purple. Like, there's no reason to actually use your smash to gain heat. Reducing the cooldown of shield wall is probably the most imperative here. I could also see a fish bomb, but also not really. Do we take Incendiary? We can turn Incendiary into a purple Aug for bonus damage versus burning enemies. I don't know if that's multiplicative or additive with Molten now. Last patch it was multiplicative, which made it insane. But I just think it's the most useful for us. Especially since Poison Vapor lost a lot of its AoE. Like, not really too keen on going into that. Quicken is, again, looking pretty good now that it's free. We could also get 3 leaps in a single turn, which gives us a ton of shielding. That's a pretty good burst, but... we'll take Incendiary. Why not? So then what do we do here? I think I know how I'm going to do this. And I think that involves us taking a second Burnital. Go to the Vestigial. I will take that. Grind this, please. This is tough. I'm thinking about this Glyph Globe. I kind of like how they... like spawn those in there now. Before, it used to be a distinct thing that you went for a glyph globe over other sources of growth, and so now being able to do those both at the same time is actually like kind of nice. Well, I'm gonna burn you guys all right, and then I'll leap on you. I'll pick up an orb, and then I'll leap on you, and then I'm going to utilize this. I think there's no reason really not to. It's a shame we didn't get Molten 6. That would be, like, huge for us. You're pretty much gonna die. I don't have to worry about you anymore. I don't have to worry about you anymore, especially after you reflect yourself. Yeah, get started on you guys over here. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. That is admittedly a bit rough. This is going to be kind of huge, though. Like the largest. So let's actually hit you with this. Oh, because I was Amulet of Floraled. I was like, okay, we'll do that, then we'll hit the double heat. But the double heat is actually, like, completely ass. If I do this, that's my turn. I'm not sure that I'm okay with that. Maybe it's this here. You're gonna lose like 92. That's not gonna be enough. So I'm gonna have to jump you again. God, that's disgusting. All because I didn't leap the right target. Ugh. We're shielded. We're fine. Tons of Amulet of Floral. We need to use this immediately. Don't forget. Which is actually probably right here. Yeah. It seems like such a problem. These guys down here are dying. I don't have to worry about that. If I pick this up, I pick up an orb, I leap you, we're fine. Okay. And so we will. Whew, okay. Gaining more damage out of this, or not damage, shielding. Seems like exactly what we would want. If we could actually close this off before we get to, what am I trying to say? If we can close it off before we get to the end here, which we can't, so that our purple doesn't roll for shield wall, that would feel excellent. Also, getting the base damage off of Smoldering Incendiary, like, that's a notable amount of damage. I think it's plated wall here. Is beat a metal how we finally get into our spite? Guess it is. I'm down with it. Inflict shatter. Extracting smash is worth it. think I'm willing to settle with an up-tier critical bonk. Flamio. I think it might be Beat of Flame. Beat of Flame is a much better initiator than Burnital Gauntlets, but we're probably also fine just getting rid of Burnital Gauntlets at this point anyways, so if we grind that, then that's going to get rid of that. What this would do is give us Orb Lord. Get us closer to Orb Lord. Maybe that's... No, I don't think that that's necessarily the thing. Getting an additional orb each turn, though, is huge for our leap. It might be Scalding Half Charm here. This is honestly quite interesting. I think we're about to toss Liar's Dice on the ground. I just need to decide what the heck we're doing. Flamio would be good, because it just goes ahead and puts one burn on literally everything. And we don't gotta worry about that ever again. Beat of Flame is going to help us burst this boss. Also, Scalding Half Charm. Like, all of these are incredibly good for us. Yeah, because how much does this 25% of their burn stacks to all other enemies? This allows us to start with a damage bonus. You know what it is? It's probably both. Because there's literally no reason for us to want that. Alright. That's a little unfortunate. Okay, though. We're fine. Okay. That's some serious stuff right there. Burn doesn't quite have you. We need to do a little bit more with you. Let's start with this. Okay, now we got you, since we spread a little bit of burn. So then let's also get these guys. Oh yeah. Look great. Excuse me? You were dying? Yeah, I don't think that I had anything that should have shown me dealing more damage. Because we don't even have, what is it, transposition or something. I mean, it is what it is at this point. I wonder how this works. You're still phased. Okay. That is misfortunate. Okay, so now we're being attacked by everything. This is fine. Everything's still fine. Don't anybody worry about a thing. Was that an extra turn? No, that was a perfect Giannis. Let's go. Alright. I think it's feeling incendiary. Like, no doubt. Then trigger burn. Oh my lord, that's actually something right there. And it's no longer a +1! Flashfire is no longer a +1 either. That's why I've never taken it before. I wasn't willing to increase the cooldown of this skill. That is crazy. We can get away with dealing, oh, it's less burn stacks to that enemy, and then it doubles. So technically speaking, Molten 6 will carry it. That's why I'm not too concerned, but I think that Incinerate is just better damage for us. Especially because we're enabling burn, then, like, it's Gucci. Take my word for it. This one's going to the end. Like, there's no way.
Hello there, Needless.
I am willing to get rid of all of my tiny heartstones here. Now, one thing I definitely did notice is that these are double grinders now, not like an infinite grinder. I don't even know if an infinite grinder even exists anymore. I haven't seen one. But this is much healthier for the game than just being able to grind literally everything right here. And now we've got a little bit more Warden, which is some more damage resist, helps us with our shielding techniques. And we're Vigorous 5, so whoop whoop. if we somehow take damage, we'll be able to make it back. I'll take the rare augments, thank you very much. So I am noticing that we're getting much more rewards than we did prior patch. Or in the previous patch, however you want to say that. Can I get by without... I don't think that I can. This is really unfortunate. I think I'm actually going to try doing this. And leaving that orb there for next turn. I got one Amulet of Floral, which is good. It means that we should be able to just, you know, like leap on these guys relatively free. I get both of you guys in a magic pixel. Does it exist? It does exist. Damn. Thonalopes is pretty freaking good. Holy lord. On gaining HP, gain 2 stacks of spiked. This is a very interesting vestige. I kinda like it, but it's bad for us here, because we don't lose health. I think I'm willing to take Thonalopes though. Like, Thonalopes is some pretty serious stuff. That allows us to open with Incinerate. The fact that we have Flameo kind of makes this kind of garbo. More stacks of spiked is not a bad idea. Mega Smash actually makes this a button worth pressing. I think we're going to go with that. Adding some damage onto here, not really feeling that. Can we reroll this? Can we get away with that? I think we can get away with that. On turn cost, it's free. Oh my good lord. No. No. Reduce its cooldown, it's free. Oh my good lord, that is disgusting. I think we go Vestigial here. It might be getting rid of the Orb Lord. Amulet of Floral is like too much of a part of us now. I could see getting rid of the Beat of Metal. It's just that having the Beat of Metal is kind of nice. Okay. I think the extra Glyph Globe is great. Okay, I would much rather take an augment than some money. Me personally. How much money do we need now? We still only need 500. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's chump change in this racket. Oh, now that is a beautiful. I think now that this deals burn damage, this is actually going to work the way I want it to. Oh my good lord. It's terrible. Who would do such a thing? I guess we get leaping. It really is a shame that we just missed that. I do like that, though. And then if I can hit 2 people... and we keep the heat. Okay. In fact, you know what? We're fine here. Thank you. Well, you guys are pretty much screwed. Keep that orb there for next turn. Shame about all the gunk, but we should just be able to leave our way to victory right now. Like easy peasy. Okay. Yeah, this is a build. Scorching Bonk. The run is seeded, so we can kind of expect some sort of a burn legendary at the end of the run. If it's Infernal Cascade and that still works the way that it used to, then Scorching Bonk goes to the moon. But I still really don't appreciate it. I don't think this is worth rerolling a Glyph, though. I definitely like the idea of Miner's Gloves. We didn't buy the half charm. Beep, 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 beep. Doesn't really matter. We don't have any Frostbite in the deck yet, but they obviously did want us to go for that. Unstave giving us some more damage, which this just, again, makes us a little bit more unbreakable, but I think it's Miner's Gloves. Because Omni damage actually affects our burn, which is pretty good. Chance for an orb. That's cute. Yeah. +1 snack of heat every time that we use this. I can see instances where that's useful. I just think that orbs are so much better for us. But not getting the chance really for them. I'll take the heat. Do I want to double grind anything at this point? I don't think so. Like, I can maybe see double grinding Beat of Flame. I don't think that that's the case, though. Let's go to a Binding Empowerment, buy some better Augs. We've got the spare. Gain 1 shield for every 10 resist that we have. So that's another 2 shielding. It's not bad. I do think that it's Blazing Incendiary, though. Like, that is not worth a purple, but it's kind of worth it for us. It makes this skill do a lot of damage. Allows us to spread more damage to more people. Okay, this is abysmal. Reroll this. Why are you like this? You know what? A second plated wall. You've ticked me off. Yes, I will take 2 blues. Do I actually want to take 2 blues, though? Not really. If I take 2 blues, well, I guess I don't have to take them. I want the purple at the end of this run, but these blues can up tier into purples, so I think that we are willing to go here. Oof. Oh, there we go. Now we are cooking with gas. Are you doing counter? No, you're doing direct attack. Good. Because I just want to burn you. Perf. Amulet of Floral, max heat. Alright. -2. Okay, now we're talking. Like, that's quite considerable. Is that exclusive? Oh, I wish I could check. Getting 2 of those and having no cooldown on Smash and then -1 will? Okay, now Smash is actually looking pretty good. I would still say that you need to up the damage, but that's just me. Otherwise, what do we got here? On your first turn, gain stacks of spike for each damage resist. We got quite a bit of damage resist. That's actually quite good. Death Scythe would be good for increasing our maximum health so that we know that we're not going to lose health during the final encounter. I'm not concerned about that. I think this might just be Swindler's Getaway just because. Like, it works with our kit. It's okay. You get some spiked out of it. Okay. Also gets us Pincushion 3, which allows us to get a damage multiplier on enemies. Don't know if that's additive or multiplicative, but... yeah, I don't think that that's worth it in our build. But still good to look at, though. I'm really not sure what the heck I want to do here. I guess it's a breach, because we don't really want to take a binding empowerment. Wow. The one time I wouldn't want to see this. Unless... Is it still broken? Oh my god, it's still broken. That's crazy. Holy Lord. Oh my god. Well, I guess we don't necessarily know that it's working. Well, we gotta make sure that Smoldering Bonk is actually in effect. If it is, we got a bug report to make. We've already used all of our glyphs. I don't remember how many the bosses give us. I believe it's 2, but I'm not willing to risk that here. Money? We can spend some money. What the heck is this? Lose 1 HP and gain 1 Omni damage until the end of combat. Excuse me! So then we can actually start healing. I was a fool. I didn't realize that this existed. It might be Scalding Half Charm, honestly. I could see double grinding Beat of Flame, pick up a Scalding Half Charm just for more burn damage, since that's what we're scaling. It's way too late for golden sales. What are we dropping though? Can we drop this? We can drop this. Unless of course we wanted to... Man, this is rough. This is just so interesting. I think I need to play with it. I just gotta figure out what we can afford to get rid of. I think it's just the Tiny Heartstone, honestly. Like, we don't lose any sets for buying it. Actually, how much money do bosses give us? That actually might be a bad idea. I'm not sure that we can actually afford to do this. So then it's Scalding Half Charm. Is it? No, I think we're good. Let's save the money for the last shop. Alright. I am still kind of concerned. Let's eat the Helmet Crab. Okay. Oh yeah, we definitely have oversized. And where's that smoldering? Bombit gains burn 9. I don't even think that that's working. Holy, wait a minute. Why? Is Scorching Bonk going into... Or is Smoldering Bonk going into Scorching Bonk? It shouldn't be doing that. What is causing 9 burn? Okay. Holy shit. That's a lot of burn. I don't know if you guys know this. And it's not that it was proccing Molten 6, because Molten 6 actually came down to 4 burn. And then he actually gained like 2 burn here. You know what this probably was? My bad. But then how come... Like it just didn't register my previous bonk? I don't know. It probably makes sense. I just missed it. But it's so weird. What happens if I just hit you? You gain burn 3. Is it proccing Flameo? Wait, why are you only gaining burn? Is it burn 3 and something else? Yeah, burn 2 and burn 3. That should be right. This is Smoldering Bonk. This is Scorching Bonk. Okay. Whew. Weird. Okay. Let's get this party started, I guess. Alright. Great Amulet of Floral. This really doesn't do anything though because we have no frickin' heat. We must scream. Corbin, my man, I ain't got no fire. Alright. So what are we doing now? Guess we're just gonna leap on fools. Meet you over here? I'm a little afraid of how many turns we've spent here. This feels like it's an extra turn. It was not an extra turn. Okay. It just felt like that took forever. I can't even imagine you guys watching me do this. Gain resistant as well. That's more DR. So then that brings us up to... How much are you? You're 25. That's pretty much as much DR as we could possibly frickin' have. Are we fine with this being our last skill? Like, honestly, I would love to get something for Leaping Strike, but we're not going to get any more glyphs. You know what? Yeah. Why not? So, this is what we got. Alright, let's try and make this quick. Okay, we got some tuning stones. A little bit spooky. Looks like you guys no longer have your ramping buff. If above 60% max HP, does bonus damage. I don't expect you to do anything, so I'm not really too concerned. That's a lot of burn. This will kill? Reducing the damage I take to... I think Fortify just takes care of me here. It's close enough, at least. Yeah, we're fine. Which means, guess what? That's, Amulet of Floral on a 10. Means we can now just go ahead and smash this guy. Can we get 2 of you guys? I would like to get a kill, because that'll give us an orb. But I can't just, like, smash you. Just most unfortunate. I feel like there's got to be a magic pixel here, but it probably doesn't exist, right? Maybe this is the play, then. Kill 2 people with this. We'll still only get 1 orb. Oh, you know what we could do? And it's probably still the right move. Let's actually do this. Can I get your friend over here, though? No, you guys are way too skinny. Alright. Everything here is dying. So I think I honestly just stand right here and use this again. Now this is a bit of a tricksy situation. I understand. Fear not. Or is it actually this? That's so weird. Maybe it's actually this. I don't see how that could be it either. Oh no, it is definitely this. It was not that. That's odd, and now you're not... How are you no... Oh, because I lost my heat! I'm gonna take some more bonus turn loss, I guess. That's unfortunate. I think that we played pretty well, though, considering. Is this gonna heal me? No. We're gonna just, like... lose health too. Oh no, something healed me at the end of the turn. I don't know what. Oh well. Chalice of Champions, not very good for us right now. Teeth on a String, who cares? Pocket Watch of Alacrity, nope. Ancient Vault, Wallows. Wallows isn't bad, we'd make it back. I think it might be Unstave. Yeah, Unstave is definitely looking like the play here. Beep 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 beep. What else am I willing to get rid of here? What do you have? On gaining shield gain. Too bad we don't have the money. Yeah, Unstave's just ridiculous right now. We have somewhere around... We currently have 50 resist. When we use Shield Wall or Fortify now, we actually get like even more. We can reroll this twice. A second Swindler? What are you? Marked increases the damage by an additional... What? I think versus Argoloth, this is 100% second Swindlers. And I think I am willing to get rid of Beta Flame for it. So we're going to double grind Beta Flame. It's the least useful for us. We're going to come back for Swindlers, and then we're out of here. Very fun run. Also gives us a little bit of spot healing on our orbs with Orb Lord 3. We're not quite going to get Ping Cushion 6. I think that's fine. Our Warden is just overkilled. Alright, let's do this. We're going to win our first daily of this season, guys. I finally didn't suck. Like I said, though, the mods were, like, honestly pretty cheesy for us. And the seed itself did want us to win. So we got all that working for us. I also hit you, Arg. Arg, you heckin' cutie. Doesn't look like it. Are you just gonna die from this? No, it is the burn. Okay, so that is something that we want to do. Unfortunate that we cannot... the burn is going to phase you. Okay. This is what we're doing now, then. Why are we taking no damage? That's weird. I'm not sure I trust that. Why are we taking no damage? Do we round you down to 0? Oh, you just do 0 damage at this point. Okay, never mind. Okay, we do got to do a little bit of damage, though. So we'll do a little bit of damage. Okay, that's great. I would love you guys to actually perish if possible. 120 damage would do it. There we go. Because then you're going to spread your burn. Which is exactly what we want. Do we thwack you again? I don't see why it hurts, because you're not dying yet. Floral me? Oh, you cleansed? You piece? The tentacles cleanse when Argoloth cleanses? Rude. This is fine. This is disappearing anyways. We might as well grab this and just bonk you one. We just want to make sure that they perish. Perfect timing. We have 3 tentacles. It's a little awkward. We kinda want... Very awkward. There we go. That's good. We're gonna spread some burn to everybody. This is great. This is great. All right. We're gonna take damage. I don't think there's anything that we can do about that. That is most unfortunate, unless... Whew! That was a little hard earned. We got miffed a couple of times on turns, and I think we took health damage at some point, although this doesn't really show any of that. But, yeah. Like I said, fun run. It was pretty, like, cookie cutter, the fact that we started with Blaze of Brigade, still ended up getting, like, good fire vestiges. Again, dailies are generally, like, seeded to try and force you into a specific build. I feel like going into the DR route and utilizing pincushion versus, or shield wall even, versus both Giannis and Argoloth was like pretty good. Otherwise, hopefully the run was enjoyable or at least educational. We're getting the pins. Holy Lord. We're golding stuff, I guess. And we are we're second place by literally like a couple of turns. Holy Lord. Look out, Leto. We're coming back. We are coming back. Just looking at everybody else up here. This purely salty guy, I think we've seen him up here 3 times in a row. They're pretty good. Bad Replicant seems like they're up here a lot. Not seeing Dear Lord, though. Where my boy at? That's unfortunate. Anyways, again, if you have any feedback whatsoever, be it questions, comments, concerns, misplay alerts, be sure to put those down in the comments below. And until next time, I will catch you guys around.